One of the biggest and best things that a video game can do for itself, specifically platform fighters, or heck, you can take it one step further and say fighting games in general, but one of the biggest and best things they can do for themselves is to hype up and show off the new and upcoming characters. Now, not only does this create buzz, but it also creates interest. It keeps the game in people's minds. For example, let's look at Smash Bros for a second here, right? Now, Smash is pretty much the king of the mountain when it comes to platform fighters. So when we're looking at Smash here, every time that there's a presentation, like a Slackerz Presents or a Nintendo Direct during a Smash Bros game lifespan, right? Anytime they got one of those, there's always buzz. There's people that will go out of their way just to see the new character reveal. Like, it is super important to many people. Even if there's not a ton of interest, people still want to see who or what is next. It mixed that with the exciting possibility of seeing one of, if not your most wanted character, getting revealed. That's pretty dang hype if you ask me. So, heck, there's even people that might take it one step farther. They'll tune in just to see if a character doesn't get in, just so they can maybe make fun of their friends for wanting character A, but we ended up getting character Z instead. So, you know, people will tune in to see these hype presentations, right? Again, they create a lot of buzz. Now, to be fair, if we're talking Smash, Smash is far more established than the very young game Multiverses. But Multiverses could truly benefit from the exact same thought or the idea of a character presentation. Now, when I'm talking presentation, and if we're going to compare it to Smash, I don't necessarily mean it has to be a animated trailer. I get those things cost money and they take a lot of time to create. Now, Smash is it's work done by quite a bit more people. They got a bigger team working on Smash than they do for Multiverses. So, setting that aside, but still kind of in the topic of character presentations, player first games, I think, should really capitalize on this moving forward. Doing character showcases for the new and upcoming characters. Now, player first games, again, isn't anywhere near the level of what Smash has. But let's take a look at another recent-ish platform fighter in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Does anybody remember this game? Yeah, it did exist. But did anybody remember on the build-up to the game's release that what they did? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Ludosity, Game Mill, they did character showcases every couple of days, or at least a couple per week. Not only does this keep the game fresh in people's minds, it was keeping interest, it was the excitement to see who's next. Multiverses could really help itself out here if they take a page out of how Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl did these character showcases, right? Typically those videos were, 4 to 8 minutes, roughly, somewhere in there. You don't need like a super long showcase. You don't need a Slackerz Presents for every single character, because Slackerz is a madman in the best way possible. But what was he counting? Was it Morse code on his fingers or whatever that was? I don't remember, but Slackerz is a genius in so many different ways. But you don't need to go super in-depth for a character showcase. It could be as simple as how Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl did it. Have somebody record a little bit of gameplay going over, for in this case, have Tony win, possibly, or somebody else that works at Player First Games, take a little bit of time, record a video of the new fighter, and just show off some moves. Maybe talk about a little bit of the attacks, maybe some of the references where the attacks come from, or, the studio, the developers really love this attack because it could be cool. Just show off a little bit of it. Not only is it pretty cost effective, but it could be extremely insightful, right? Just tuning in for a 5-minute video for the new character, which is generating buzz. People are coming to your content. People are coming to your product to see who's next. And yeah, like I said, it's very insightful from the developers, especially passing along this knowledge. So imagine getting just to learn those little details and the references straight from the devs themselves. Wouldn't that be really cool? Just a 5-minute video. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but just something kind of simple and basic that really helps out the new character, that shows off how they play immediately. And again, you don't need the animated trailers, so Player First Games, I think, can really help themselves out here. I know they haven't, some people might say they haven't done the best with character reveals. They've felt lackluster in terms of there's been no build-up. It's just like, oh, here's maybe kind of a little bit of a teaser, and then that's about it, and then the character's out. Nah, what about a showcase? Like, I know Tony has talked about it early last year, now that we're in 2023, but he has talked about showcases being possible, so it'd be cool if they could revisit this as a studio and make this more of a fun occasion, right? Just imagine the benefits this could that it could bring with it itself. They decide to do, we'll take Ben 10 as an example. Say they take Ben 10, but they're not going to film the presentation or the character showcase until PFG themselves feels 100% confident that character is ready to go out. That way, once it gets a little bit closer, they can film it, they can release that video the next day, and then put a release date at the very end of the video. And the release date could still be a week after the video releases, the showcase releases, you know? But it's still fresh in everybody's mind. So Player First Games, I guess the plea here, please, if you can, do these little character showcases. It would greatly help out the game. It would greatly keep the interest in the game going. So I think it just benefits everybody overall. Just throw it on their official YouTube channel, put it on Twitch if you wanted to. Maybe Twitch doesn't make sense, but yeah, put it on their YouTube channel, throw it on other social medias. But I think they would greatly benefit from just a couple minutes, 4 or 5 minute video of a showcase, just kind of going over the moveset. I mean, I think a lot of us would enjoy that.